Hello all. Bit of a wait since the last video. I apologize. There's no excuse for it, I just didn't feel like it. Recently I've been running a lot of like full-on weapon reanimation packs, because I've had to disable most of my add-ons while working on a map, because it like makes the load times hella long. I don't feel like waiting for that. But that means it's a lot easier for me to install weapon packs since I don't have to disable a bunch of existing stuff. One of those that I've been running with is the Modern Warfare packs, right? Now, don't get me wrong, I still hate it, okay? I still think the Modern Warfare animations are ugly as all hell, but there was one that I did like, the Riot Shield, because it wasn't like all the others where you just swing. No, you just doink them, like, you just smack them with it, and I thought it was really funny, and I liked using it. And so the idea for tonight is that we do that, but vanilla styled. Yes, there is the vanilla version of the Modern Warfare animations, but I'm thinking vanilla flavored animations, vanilla model, vanilla everything. So there's two parts to this that we're going to have to deal with. Number one is the actual model itself, and number two is the weapon script. Let's do the model first, because that's more interesting, and I need that watch time. So yes, there is a Riot Shield in Left 4 Dead, if you didn't know. Wherever it is. There. Now, just as a note, it's not good. Like, it's very broken as it is. I mean, hold on. Let me show you this bad boy. Okay, so here's what you would see if you were to load up the view model. Number one, yes, the thumb doesn't look great. Well, it doesn't get much better than this. The deploy, you're looking at it. That's right, there isn't one. Then you got the actual swing animations. I don't know what this is about. Like, he's holding that hand tight, and there's another swing that's another side. I can't seem to find it. That's it, yeah. And yet this is the default speed. It's that fast. So, yeah, pretty much anything is better than this. And it will be. So the idea is that we're going to have to make some custom animations, because, well, you saw them. They don't really fit the vision. Let's get Ellis in here. Ellis is your best bet when making like view models, because he's like as basic as they get. Never use Left 4 Dead 1 crew. We know this. I have all day, mate. You can just get this hand and time meshes. The reason that the folder is called that is because a while ago I was trying to port Mafia Town from A Hat in Time into TF2. I didn't get far, but I made a folder for it, and now everything's saved into that folder. If it ever corrupts, my life is over. So let's import the idle sequence, and then from there we can try and make it look, I guess good is the correct term, but okay. So, thing is, there's very few animations here. There's no look poses, there's no run animation, there's nothing, right? So, what we're gonna have to do is take that from someone else. So I'll probably like the machete or something. But first let's get like the default sequence done. Now I want to just take a look-see again at what it actually looks like. Hey look, it's my mod. So it's held like this, apparently. And then you sploink them like that, okay. So I guess... do we need IK? I mean, I guess we won't need it for the fingers. I have an automatic thingy for making like inverse kinematics. I don't know if I'll need the fingers, so I won't include that for now. Problem with doing the fingers is that it like breaks it like real bad, so I try to avoid it if I can. I am an idiot. Where's the weapon bone? That's clip. Where's the... here? Yes, okay. So you are... we're gonna want to set the child of the thing to the weapon bone. So now when we move the weapon, the hand follows. I guess we want it like facing straight, because I want there to be a decent amount of visibility here. How do they did like a weird crisscross with the hands. Okay, that's, yeah, I don't know what that's all about. I guess we can do it, I mean it doesn't matter. There we go. And we move this so it doesn't clip. That's clipping, but who cares? What do we call it? Because there's no idle animation neither. Just so you know, it is static. I am an idiot. Okay, hold on. Let's not be stupid. to actually insert a keyframe before I lose it. But otherwise, there's nothing here. There's 60 frames, there's 59 frames, sorry, of nothing. Now, what's good about doing this is I don't really have to worry about it, like, working online. Because what we're making is not going to work anyway, like, it's just going to look weird either way, so we can keep things simple. Let's remove all the things we don't need for now. Which is... why did I... wait, hang on. Riot Shield Fit, this is the view model. What? Why is there a the dot fight, the physics is for like when the model is like on the floor and you can pick it up. This is the view model, this is the thing you see in your player's hand. It never will exist on the floor. I don't understand this one. Riot. Okay, let's see how she's looking. That's not what I wanted, is it? Oh, I'm an idiot. Wow, okay, I can't see anything. I might have to move this... well... see, I can't see anything now, but like, that's just because of like how translucency is weird in HLMV. Maybe it'll look fine, but... I don't know. I'll move it forward a little bit. I'm not liking this. I like to include high FOV support, because... see, yes, the people with 130 FOV, they deserve bad animations, but like, but the thing is, I use high FOV. I used to use 81. I use 70 now, which is slightly less bad. Yeah. Hopefully the thumb root will look fine. I can relate to them, okay? There are some mods I've used that, like, the high FOV support was pretty... I'm gonna cut this out of the video, this is stupid. Did that fix the thumb? No, not particularly. Some could argue it made it worse. Okay, and it's still covering the entire screen. Well, you can actually see a bit of your hand, though, if you were to, like... you can see a little bit of it, you can see a bit of Olme Ellis here. We'll have to fix the thumb root again. It looks a little off, but it looks better than it did before. That's what matters, so... yippee. Now... I guess we do some QC editing. See, the way you're meant to do this sort of thing is that you, like, actually manually replace all of these. But that's not what we're doing. I like to keep things simple here. Let's delete all these. Don't need them for now. We don't deploy either. I like to use layer animations. And by that I mean I just steal it from somebody else. And then, or like from a different weapon, and then just like adjust it to fit. Because I think that makes it look like more accurate to the actual thing you're replacing. And more importantly, it's easy. And that's kind of what we're here for. Perfect. Now, what are we going to have to replace here? Let's get the run animation first. I don't actually know how I'm going to do that. I didn't consider this. Hold on, does the thing even have... it doesn't, okay. Let's get an IK chain for you. Doesn't even have a look pose parameter. Fucking hell. It's almost like it was unfinished or something. Nah, couldn't be. So how do we want to do this? I guess a run minus the deploy. So like that. A run, and then we just want to subtract a idle 1, I suppose. Nah, we want to subtract the FireX idle. That's it. We play this as a delta. So that way it's layered on top instead of replacing. Then we do a run FireX. I don't think this is going to work. Didn't think so. Could not load file a run fire. Well, that's a little strange. I've literally done this before for the Vanilla Plus Riot Shield. You'd think I'd remember how to. Okay, we can get rid of this one because it's not used. Okay, what happens if we do this? What? What do you mean unknown enemy? I'm missing something here. Okay, hold on. I know the solution, right? It doesn't have to look good in the QC because decompiling it will break anyway. What I'm thinking, right? What we can do, we can have run delta as the C. We can have an add layer here, right? Called run delta, right? We don't actually need this blend width anymore, do we? And what this will do, theoretically, is still not work. What do you mean? Unknown animation. This is a sequel. Oh. Whoopsie. Now do you work? What do you mean? Missing. Expected 0. Found 2. Okay, we're gonna need one more. We need an empty one. I know how to get an empty one. This is the worst possible way to do it. It's a way to do it. And that's what we're here for, really. See, I've seen some people like... What do you mean? I'm stupid, that's why. I've seen some people say or recommend these videos as like tutorials. Do not do that. These are not tutorials. Alice, you alright? What? See, do not recommend this as a tutorial, because it doesn't work half the time. Okay, well does the run animation work at least? I mean, that's funny looking. I'll give him that, but like that's not what we're going for. So why does this happen? Oh, hold on. Okay, subtract that. That should make that look normal. I don't know how many frames this thing has. How many frames do you have? You have 59. 059 then. Okay, now, oh, what do you mean? That's what that means. So I have to do frames? Okay, so you can only remove one frame. Okay. We can figure this out, okay? The knight is still young. See, the thing is, I don't know why he's jittering like that. That's the part that doesn't make sense. Okay, A idle, that's normal. We have the run delta, we have A run fire X, that's the run animation, which hasn't worked, by the way. Then the fire X idle empty, which theoretically should have nothing in it. There is something in it, apparently, but there shouldn't be. Okay, hold on. Say we were to load in just run delta on its own, right? What happens? Okay. He's just breathing now. Yeah. It's fine. Also, I just realized we do want fire X idle, because we're gonna need... doesn't matter. Okay, what? Alright, hold on. First off, let's get some IK chains in here, because that's gonna be a problem down the line. Use source. Let's see if that fixes it. Okay, because the run delta itself seems fine, right? That's not the problem. Unless... Okay, well... That's slightly worse than it was before. How do you look like now? Not great. And I don't understand. What's wrong here? Honest, I don't know. I'm missing some... Is it? No, it can't be the activity. That's not... The activity doesn't matter in HLMV. Is it because... But even on 0, it's whatever, so... I need to figure out what's causing the jittering. So what I'm thinking, it's the frame rate. The problem is the frame... No, it isn't. No, it isn't. I was going to say the frame rate's the same. No, it's not. Because I didn't input a frame there. Hang on, this might be the solution. Okay, he's not jittering anymore. And now, if we do move X, there we go. The IK still doesn't work. But, okay, yeah, I know what the jittering issue was. It was because I had 59 frames here. Well, see, it was... I didn't have the 59th frame. I didn't have a keyframe there, so the animation was literally 1 frame long. So basically, it was working, but it was like so unbelievably fast. It was 30 times faster, I assume. Okay, we fixed that, which now raises the second question of where did my IK chains go? I don't even remember deleting those. Use source. No, we don't need... maybe. Okay. Let's see her now. Okay. Enable IK. It's holding. And then we do move X. Okay. That'll do. Now it seems really slow and I don't know why. Because the frame rate's the same, it's 30 and 30. So, I don't know why the... Anyway, that was the easy part, okay? It only goes downhill from here. Let's add the look poses. So this should be the look poses functional. They sure seem to be. They don't seem to be good, but they do exist. Okay, you know what? I'll consider that complete. Let's make a deploy animation. We can make this however long we want. I think the default is like 30 frames. The Riot Shield's at 60 frames, but we're not going to worry about that. Yeah, 30-30. So it's 1 second deploy. We can work with that. So what we can do is... How am I envisioning this? Okay, I have it in my head now. So... Okay, that looks terrible, but we'll see how it looks in HLMV. I'll add some extra, like, wiggles about to make it look better, but for now I just want to see how she looks on her own. Honestly, that's not bad. Like, it's not good, but like, you know what, that'll do, okay? I don't really care. That's the deploy. The swing is what I'm worried about. We only need one swing animation, really, because... Also, shouldn't there be a deploy layer? Isn't there usually one? And then it... Well, oh, right. I forgot to set the frame. I'm stupid. It still doesn't work. What do you mean? Oh, right. We'll worry about the swings in a minute. Let's get the deploy working. Okay. Yeah, it's funny looking now. But that's not what we're worried about. Idle. Okay, the IK seems to not like it. I see. Okay, I know what the problem is. It's because we need to release... Yeah, we need to release the contact, don't we? So, IK rule... release... No, actually, we can have the, left hand still hold it, but we don't need the right. What is your problem now? Could not load file. Well, I assume so. Is it like that? I'm a professional, you see. I deserve my 3,000 followers. Okay, let's see if that does anything. It'll do. There was something I did notice. Yes. The thumb root is bad still, which is strange because I thought I fixed it, but I guess not. Yeah, that'll do, and we'll need it for the idle as well. See her now. It's now non-functioning because I forgot to actually start it. Okay, you know... Oh, I know what the problem is because I'm stupid. I forgot to set the twist bones for the forearm. That's it. So if I... Does it even have any? Probably not. No, of course not. I think how this was done, like, at some point, I don't know if it's true, but I think that was like the twist bones were like done via procedurals. Like it was automated in the animation. The reason I think this is because I think that's how how it's done in Left 4 Dead 1. Don't quote me on that because I've never modded that game, but as far as I know, that's how they did it. I know that's how they did it in like stuff like TF2 and Half-Life 2. So I guess they animated some things with the default of like using just helper bones. Didn't realize that like then I guess they were like, okay, you know what, actually I'd like to do this myself, and then they did it themselves, but not very well. Also, how's this still fucked? So I think now what we want to do is the swing. So how I'm envisioning this is just as it was in the thing, right? In the Modern Warfare thing. It's just a boink forwards and that's it. So we're only gonna need one of these. So that should make things easier for us. Set that to 1. I don't know what that... I do know what that does, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep it different just for the hell of it. Swing. Nope. It's idle. Copy that. Name that swing. Also, deploy might not actually hold the deploy animation. Okay, it does, but I was worried it wouldn't. So how am I envisioning the swing? Okay. How many frames is it usually? It's like 20, isn't it? Okay, it's 30. So let's say half a second, right? So I mean, the easy thing would just be to move the weapon bone and you like 5 frames forward a bunch. Okay, that doesn't look very good, I will admit, but that's whoopsie. We'll see how she looks when like in the actual thing. Probably also not great, if I'm honest, but we'll see. Yeah, that looks awful. Why is that the case, is my question. What's left? We need to do the, like, shove animation. Okay, I assume it's secondary swing. I don't actually know, but it probably is. It would make sense for it to be. So let's delete all these. Again, we're not adding online compatibility. I could not care less. Anims. Actually, let's keep the secondary swing for now. Let's actually test it in game to see if it's as nice looking as I thought it would be. Which odds are, it won't. Okay, here we are. Let's see how she looks. Where is it there? Now, I just want to note, that's not me doing that. First of all, because you couldn't, and secondly, that... Okay, so... we have a bit of a problem here. The cameras are looking a little funny. Okay, our attached camera is not good. Alright. Oh, you can see a little bit of it. Hold on. If we... no, you can't see it. Okay, hold on. So... I know why this is because... hold on. If I pick up a... this is so hard to control. Where am I? Here. Get you. Come here. Okay, that's not what I was actually, it was what I was looking at, isn't it? Also, yes, I have a one-handed silenced SMG because I'm cool. Okay, so... I know what the problem is. The bigger problem is, I don't know how to... I'm gonna have to do it for every animation. There's only 3 of them, but... the problem is that... the camera... is funny looking and... it's like rotated the wrong direction from what it should be. So let's try and fix that. How does this shit work? I don't understand. Hold on. Why is there 2 camera attachments? This is a... I don't understand this stuff, man. Okay, or maybe this will fix it then. Maybe just doing that will make the camera not be like that. I mean, I don't know. Moment of truth. Again, I'm not touching the mouse. Okay, so... that's technically better. I can't say that it's not... okay, now the swing just doesn't work anymore for some reason. Okay. So, what do we have? Rotate it 90 another way, because if I... oh my lord. If I... it's so hard to control. Okay, yeah, then it just like gradually moves back. So we need to rotate it 90 to the right. I don't know how to do that. Okay, east-west. So if I change that to E and then W, will that work? I have no idea. Anyway, if this doesn't work, we have a big problem because I don't know how to fix that. Because I've done everything I know I can. Well, I guess there's one more like edit we can do to the QC, but after that I'm out of ideas. Again, not touching the mouse. Fuck's sake, why is it like that? I'm confused. Okay. Alright, we're gonna copy the define bones. Right? Where camera? You. We're gonna copy the define bones 1 to 1. That one's the same. Where's attached camera? There you are. If this still doesn't work, I would just removing the camera attachment. Screw this. Okay. The only thing... Okay, what's... Okay, there were 2 attached cameras for some reason. Let's make this one 0. If this still doesn't work, then... No swing of the camera for you. Sorry. I wonder how many times I've loaded up to Mtara. I don't think there's like a count for that anywhere, but like, I would be beyond curious, because I know it's significantly more than any other campaign ever. And Streets would get like a super high number too, because I like to load it up to test things. Okay. Hand off the mouse. You are... Oh my lord. How are we back to square one? This is where we were at the start, and it was worse. Watch this, alright? I'm gonna remove the camera attachment, and somehow it's still gonna be broken, right? I guarantee you this. Please. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Where's my thing that I made? Is it... No, it's just not here. Where is my fucking model that I made? I don't... I didn't have this issue last time. I didn't think this would be that bad. But doesn't it... Like, it should be visible, should it not? I mean, it is. If we look at it here, it's there, it exists. Unless it's like the wrong, like, path? I don't know. There's the possibility that, like, it's just facing the wrong way. Which would no doubt be funny, but... But that doesn't... Okay, hold on. No, but I wouldn't be able to tell, would I? What is the problem that we're having? No, because doing view model mode would still point you in the same way. So, what's happening here? I don't understand. Okay, check out the weapon script. Maybe there's something funny in here. Or I assume there is. Is it? No, our activities are fine. Hang on. There's 2 idols. This is the rundown. Hold on. This might be the secret. I said I ran out of ideas before. Now it's true. Now I genuinely could not tell you what I'm gonna have to do to fix this, because there's nothing I can do. Please. Oh, thank God. Okay. Alright, well, it doesn't look great. Well, it doesn't look good, but it does function. And yet, the run animation is very slow. Because it's not that slow in the actual Fire Axe, is it? No, it's not. So why is it like that? Okay. Alright, so what do we do? What do we do? We increase the frame rate of the run. You're now FPS 60. Or do you reckon it's because... How long's the... No, it was 60, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Okay, never mind. So, what do we have to do? We have to remake everything, apparently. The swing looked like shit. That part I gathered. Also, I don't know what to do to make it not shit, if I'm honest. I mean... Let's work on the deploy, because the deploy was bad too. It's because, I reckon, is because we have everything, like, end early. Okay, that might look good. Emphasis on might. Odds are it won't. It still looks bad. The swing. Hold on. Let's... The arms are being moved. Maybe it's because of, like, it's not... I don't know. Hold on, find an item. You're gonna need, like, some sort of reskin for this. The run speed is still super slow, but whatever. Whatever, it'll do. What does this mean for me? What does this mean? Deploy's fine, run's fine. The swing is still crap. And I think the reason for that is because of stuff. Maybe that'll be good? I don't know, really. Okay. Let me get a primary. It doesn't feel powerful is the problem. What, over there? Why are you calling that out from so far? Whatever. Oh yeah, I don't actually, hold on. I haven't had desktop audio the whole time, you didn't hear Nick say that.
Cricket bat here.
That's what he said. I think what I remember about the original being so good, the Modern Warfare one, that it held, like, for a while. So I think the strat is we hold it like that for a little bit. Okay, let's see this. Let's see if that makes it look any better. Let's take a look-see. Okay, hold on. Maybe it'll sound better with a comet affected. It's still bad, and this is becoming an issue because I don't really know why at this point. The funny shake, I mean, it looks a little weird, but that might not be too bad. I'm getting bored of just loading up the game each time, so what we can actually work on is the melee script. We replace the usual, like, swing thing with the one the chainsaw has. Now, I don't know how to do that, but we can... Where did you go? Come back. Let's see. Okay, how do your swings work? Differently. Well, that's annoying. So is it like a completely different thing? Of course it is. That's... Okay, so we don't know how to do that, do we? As for you, I guess we have to work on the deploy again. Okay, let's work on the shove. So that's usually 21 frames. This I know. So let's work on that. We need a subtract. So I haven't fully envisioned how I'm going to do this one, if I'm honest. I mean, I have an idea, but not much of one. By 21 frames, it should be back to here. So how am I envisioning this? Well, that looks awful, but okay, there's a deploy sound now. Okay, honest, that might not be half bad. I mean, it's not even a quarter good, okay, or even a fifth, 20th, but what? Where's the hand? What? No, genuinely, where's the hand? Is it like... Oh, okay, I see the problem. It's because it's still arcade. Inverse kinematics. We'll fix it, we'll fix it. I wonder what percentage of this video has just been me loading into Tumtara. I imagine it's a decent portion. I'm not interested enough to actually calculate it, but I am interested. Okay, yeah, there we go. That does look as awful as I thought it did. Okay, I will have to adjust that. And frankly, I can't be bothered to do it while also recording because these headphones are starting to hurt my ears. But otherwise, I mean, deploy's not great. We will have to adjust the deploy. Swing is honestly fine. I'm content with the swing at this point. And the shove's bad. So essentially, oh, and the run animation's too slow. So essentially, 80% of this mod is shit. I'm ending the video here. I might release this at some point. Both the mod and this video, it takes a while to edit these, man. Well, it doesn't, it just can't be bothered.